Vile. So this is your way of handling things?
Your underlings were a cinch to beat. They couldn't have been much good to you anyway.
Interesting. Why don't you come find me using your methods? I want to see you in action with my own eyes.
I'll make you understand. You'll know that I am the one who holds the key to the future!
'To begin this episode, we are going to be looking at every single Vile weapon I have not and will not use in this playthrough. So, enjoy!
And don't for me And don't for me 今は don't for me And don't for me そう胸の奥側に締め付けられたエレゲット本当長い行き先は大事ねこの想いまくさえられない Tonight 言葉にしてんだ溢れた情熱を Say with me And don't for me And don't for me 今の永遠に思えたように I feel you I make you I love you So open your eyes 離さぬようにその燃えしょぼいとぼいだけで消せない色あせさせるな切ない思い何より重い今は黙っててだ Sing with me 頭の中答えるすべて Sing with me And don't worry And don't worry 今が永遠に思えたよI don't worry And don't worry I feel you, I make you, I love you So open your eyes Yeah いつだってこうやってそばに So open your eyes Do anything for you My heart sings for you When I sing for you And don't worry me now
All right, welcome back properly to the last episode of Let's Play Mega Man Maverick Hunter X. There is landscaping going on outside my apartment once again, so if you can hear that, once again, I apologize. I mean, it's just the thing that's going to happen, unfortunately. I really thought I got away with not having to deal with it this time, because this whole playthrough, not a peep from the outside, and now finally for this last episode, here we are once again with the landscaping. So, oh well. Really thought that I got away with not having to deal with it this time, but shows what I know. You can start Sigma Palace Stage 1 with a ride armor, which makes this first mini-boss super duper easy. We're going to be... The Sigma Palace layout is exactly the same for Vile as it is for X. Again, the stage layout has not changed between X mode and Vile mode. Anytime you get off a ride armor, even if there is still time left before the armor self-destructs on its own, it will automatically explode, so you can keep that in mind to, take out enemies or obstacles in more efficient manners if you want to. We still have to refight all the bosses. No cutscene this time to explain what's going on with them. Launch Octopus's arms can still be cut off as long as you use any cutter weapon. Doesn't matter which one. The stronger ones obviously cut off the relevant body parts quicker, but it can be any of the boomerang cutter weapons that you use that will do the job. Vile's Sigma Palace is shorter than X's Sigma Palace. X has, of course, as you already know from the original game and from this one, 4 Sigma Palace stages to go through before it's all said and done and we hit the credits in the end. Vile only has the 3, so he is never going to go to Sigma Stage 4. Sigma Stage 3 is the final stage of the game for Vile. So get hyped about that. We got about 20 more minutes and then there's no more Vile, no more Mega Man Maverick Hunter X. which I guess is a good opportunity to start talking about my thoughts on Mega Man, Maverick Hunter X overall. First of all, I do understand that we have the Legacy Collection now. That exists, but this game really should be archived and saved somewhere for people to play. It's not available anywhere anymore. It released originally in 2006 for the PlayStation Portable. It eventually made its way to the PlayStation Vita, PlayStation Network service, so you can get this game for Vita through PSN. And then that's it. That's it. There's no more re-releases, no more nothing. The only mention, the only reference to Maverick Hunter X's existence that remains now in modern day Mega Man collections is the Day of Sigma OVA located in Mega Man X Legacy Collection Volumes 1 and 2. That's about all that there is for Maverick Hunter X nowadays. So that's a shame, because I mean, as we're seeing, this is a good game, you know? You know, purists, of course, can flock towards the original Mega Man X for good reason. The original Mega Man X is one of the best designed games of all time, but Maverick Hunter X is quite good. It's an example of a really, really good remake, a really good reimagining that I wish got more sequels and, you know, existed in some way, shape, or form in the current market. By which I mean, I wish that this was available for download for the PlayStation Network now. You know, we have a whole bunch of other old games from that are being brought over to PSN either via the either as just things that you can buy or through its various subscription services, or, you know, maybe put this on Xbox Game Pass to be the first time this particular game would hit an Xbox console. But I mean, there's nothing about this that's specifically, you know, that specifically needs a PSP. You know, you can put this anywhere. So I don't know. I just wish this game existed in some legal manner, you know, today, because it's good. It's a good Mega Man game. It is a good Mega Man X game that came out in a period of time where people were losing overall interest in the Mega Man X series after the debacle that was X6 and X7 combined. So then we had, you know, two back-to-back good titles with X8 and this Maverick Hunter X. So, you know, I just wish that there was some way to bring this forward, to include this in the Mega Man X Legacy Collection. That's a problem a lot of Legacy Collections are having nowadays. That they're just not including everything. They're not including the whole legacy of the of the franchise. I mean, you know, you look at current day, you know, we have the Metal Gear Solid Volume 1 Master Collection thing, and, you know, that's disappointing for its own reasons. But, you know, one of those reasons is the fact that, once again, we are never, ever, ever going to have, I'm pretty sure we're never, ever, ever going to have, I'm happy to be proven wrong, but as of right now, I'm pretty sure we're never, ever going to have a Metal Gear Solid Master Collection Volume 2 that includes portable ops. Like, I am sure that if there is a portable ops, that there is no, that if there is, that on the day where a Master Collection Volume 2 comes out, there is no way that portable ops will be included in that, which is just, it's just, you know, just a shame with these companies and these certain special titles here. I'll get back to that in a second. Let's talk about Armored Armadillo. So I mentioned before in the previous episode that Armored Armadillo's armor can be removed while you're playing as Vile. It takes two specific weapons, the one that I have here and the other one I'm going to show off. These two weapons are weapons that you can only ever get after you defeat Armored Armadillo. So it's kind of dumb that you only get access to these weapons after you defeat Armored Armadillo once. So no matter what, you have to fight him once without the without the ability to remove his armor, which is just crazy. I mean, it would be crazier, but the fact that you have Distance Needler, you know, cancels all that out, because obviously Distance Needler is just the best thing in this game. So no reason to complain all that hard about the Armored Armadillo situation. At least not as vile. Again, as X, he is the most difficult boss, I think, of the whole game. I mean, him and the first phase of Sigma are pretty brutal. Overall, Maverick Hunter X, great game. Wish it got some attention now in the modern day. I wish the Mega Man X series in general got some attention in the modern day. You know, we're getting into that, I guess. After Maverick Hunter X, there hasn't really been much of anything in terms of mainline Mega Man X games. I don't know. We had that we had a revival in the late 20-aughts with Mega Man 9 and then 10 and then eventually 11. So it'd be nice if we got a Mega Man X9, or I think what would make more sense considering just how much more story heavy the X series is, if we got a just, you know, remakes of these original titles. Maverick Hunter X2, Maverick Hunter X3. Bring back the Extreme games with Mega Man Maverick Hunter Extreme or something like that, you know? We'll be getting into the Extreme games ourselves as we go on with this series, but those games also don't have... You know, those games also barely exist anywhere. They might be on the Nintendo Switch... Nintendo Switch Online. I hope they are. I have to double check if they actually are. If they are, I'll put some mention of that in the description below, but... Otherwise, I mean, a poor state of affairs for the Mega Man X series, not getting anything new now, and not being properly archived in the way that I'm sure the diehard fans would want. I mean, you know, you want to get into properly archiving games, you know. The original Mega Man series also has that problem. The legacy collections have no mention or, you know, collection of the Mega Man for Game Boy games, specifically Mega Man 5 for Game Boy, which, you know, if you were going to select any one Mega Man game that wasn't on the NES or the Super Nintendo to archive, then it would be that one, because Mega Man 5 for Game Boy is like a full-on Mega Man title with its own storyline and stuff that I don't know. We're at Ranked Banged now. I believe for this run, I am going to make a point of defeating the nose or the eyes first. I'm going to make a point of doing a little bit differently than I did in the X playthrough, just so you can see how Ranked Banged plays out. One way or the other, no matter how you go about this boss, whether you fight it nose first, eyes first, you know, no matter what. I guess I'm going at it eyes first and then nose. No matter what, you can. No matter what, this boss accommodates and updates itself accordingly, depending on if you go for eyes first or nose first. Very, very difficult too. Again, even with the armor upgrade, it does so much damage. The nose, the contact damage, the eyes, the contact damage. Contact damage is just insane in Mega Man Maverick Hunter X. Again, if there was ever one complaint about Maverick Hunter X that I have, it is the contact damage in hard mode. Speaking of which, I played this whole game in hard mode. When it comes to normal mode, you will be able to see that in the description of the extra video. We're going into Sigma Stage 3 after I do some prep work. We got some very familiar silhouettes there for the prep work, so for Sigma Stage 3, so I hope you're ready for a fun final boss fight. Here we go. Stage 3, 2 familiar silhouettes. As I said, I played this whole game in hard mode. If you want to see how the game plays out in normal mode, feel free to check out the videos in the description. They will have a run-through of Vile's story in normal mode and X's story in normal mode. So you'll be able to see how the game plays in lower difficulties. Which, as you can imagine, a lot easier. The contact damage a lot less unforgiving, so... Honestly, I would probably recommend you play Maverick Hunter X like that, because Mega Man is a game that gets less fun when you have to worry about incredibly crazy contact damage, you know? Being punished for making mistakes is one thing, but taking ludicrous half health bar amounts of damage for running into an enemy accidentally is crazy, and not following up by making the other attacks just as hard hitting is, you know, it's where you know that it was probably not meant to be that way, or it shouldn't have been that way from the beginning. So, you know, just the way it is. Collecting some HP here, even though Chill Penguin is not that difficult. I mean, again, contact damage. Fear the contact damage always. It is the scariest thing about Maverick Hunter X. And Chill Penguin, as I mentioned in the previous video, weak to any fire-based weapon. I brought Wild Horse Kick, but if I was playing New Game Plus and had access to the infinite energy, so I can select whatever weapons I want at no cost, then you can use a stronger flamethrower here. Any of the particular flamethrower weapons that you have access to, you can use against Chill Penguin to great effect. Again, there will be a link in the description that includes the damage charts for Vile, so that you can see how every one of his 45 weapons interact with all the bosses, for better or for worse. So you'll get to see that. Hooray! Chill Penguin much more annoying when you're using his weakness, because you just give him more time to jump around and stuff. And again, the contact damage. I didn't make that many mistakes in that fight. That was a pretty sloppy fight, but I didn't make that many mistakes, and I almost lost all of my health because of it, because, again, contact damage. And only with the bosses, because I took contact damage there, and that wasn't too bad, so what can I tell you? As I said earlier, Sigma Palace is only 3 stages for Vile and not 4, so this is the last stage. We will be wrapping up in a few minutes with a unique final boss that is exclusive to the Vile playthrough. And one of the reasons, I'm sure, why the developers wanted to have you play as a villain, because I'm sure they have been wanting to make X and Zero a fun boss fight for a while. After so many X games where you actually get to play as X and Zero and stuff, it's fun to put them on the opposite side of the screen and have them and come up with strategies and stuff for them, and come up with enemy behaviors and stuff for them. So I'm sure that was a lot of fun to do after so long. Going through the Flame Mammoth section here. The music in Vile's playthrough sucks. You only get the one song. I barely mentioned this so far, but it is a major complaint because I've been blathering on this whole time about other stuff. But the music in the Vile playthrough sucks because you don't have access to any of the original songs from the X playthrough. You just have access to the one theme for Vile until you get to the Sigma Palace. The Sigma Palace, for some reason, drops that and gives you the actual Sigma Palace themes, but when it comes to all the Maverick stages, you just got the one theme, which you know, is not a bad theme, but it gets old. So the fact that that's the only song you got to hear for all 8 of the stages is pretty grating. It's very annoying. It's one of the things that if Maverick Hunter X were ported over or remade today, God, I hope that would be a thing they change. You know, they don't include they don't make Vile's playthrough just something where you can only listen to the Vile song and you can hear a whole bunch of stuff. Flame Mammoth, as you saw, you can still cut off his trunk with cutter weapons. That's why I brought cutter weapons. They're just more useful than most other shoulder weapons, but also because I wanted to show off you can still cut off Flame Mammoth's trunk there. This is the final segment. We're about to go up to a big cutscene and fight the final boss, so I hope you're all ready. Again, made my thoughts on Maverick Hunter X clear. Love it. Wish there was some representation of it today. Don't like the fact that we only get the one song for Vile's story. Don't like the contact damage thing at all. But aside from that, this is a fantastic game. Yeah, it's a fantastic game. I'm gonna grind here for some HP, and then it's time for the final boss, and then the final cutscene, and then I will see you all for the extra video, and then after that, you know, X2. So here we go.
Stop right there!
You've really caused a lot of havoc, Vile.
Yeah, I was just taking care of a few loose ends.
So you're not on Sigma's side? You two aren't friends?
Friends? I don't have any. Not now, not ever. I only know one thing for sure, X. You are my enemy.
This is as far as you
Let's
go.
finish this, Vile!
Alright, the final boss is First Armor X, X completely armored up, and Zero at the same time. Only in hard mode are they at the same time, because otherwise you would fight just one of them in normal mode. I don't know if it's random or not, but you do only fight one of them in normal mode, you fight both in hard mode. So X is going to use a bunch of his powers. He's going to use the Launch Octopus, he's going to use Rolling Shield to give himself some invincibility, he's going to use Storm Tornado to create big tornadoes, he's going to team up with Zero to fire multiple Buster Shots at you. This is not a battle where you need a strategy, because by this point you have so much health, you have the Chill Penguin armor thing. Really, the only thing you need is 2 full sub-tanks, and you're going to be fine. Because this is a boss that you can brute force. I've been brute forcing it. I'm already almost done with the fight here. There is not much to this fight at all. X and Zero do hit hard, but they don't hit hard enough to be a threat or to have a major strategy going in. You can just brute force this and you will be fine. Zero's Zero Buster is kind of difficult to dodge. Zero also has some unique attacks that he didn't show off in this first run, so I did the second run, where you can see some of those more physical attacks that he does, including this fire attack, and a big kick attack that he'll be doing right here. This kick attack, it's pretty annoying. When Zero's down, X is going to take over. He is going to fire up multiple special weapons at once. You can still take him out, just brute force it. 2 sub-tanks is all you need. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you all for the extra video. Bye-bye.
X. I'll admit, you have grown stronger. But you'll hardly be able to change the world if you're dead. What's the matter, X? Aren't you gonna show me your true power? Wimp to the very end, huh? End of the line, X.
Change the world? Sounds like Maverick talk to me.
Let's go!
X, shoot now!
Want a charge shot? Sigma. I fought X, but I still don't understand. Why him? What's so special about him?
What exactly did you plan to do, Vile? Would you stand before me as a Maverick hunter? Kneel at my feet and place yourself at my mercy?
What did I plan to do? Thinking about it now, I'm not actually sure.
Retrieve Vile.
I don't care what happens to this world. By defeating X, I validated my own existence. And that's all that matters to me now. My name is Vile. I am...